Hello everybody. So before I try to hop on tomorrow for a video game, I'm gonna do a little story time today, involving rumors. How many people have actually had them spread about them? I've actually had several. One of which actually was pretty interesting to tell the truth, until somebody actually realized when they actually talked to me that the person who spread the rumor had a load of shit, was a load of crap. Let's see, what can I say about the rumor that was spread about me? Well, this was about 2009. Now, I've talked about this incident a while back. In fact, it was kind of a big deal for a lot of people in my community because it involved a person that I knew very well. His name shall not be named, and he shall not ever brace the... Well, he and I have talked and made up for each other for a while. But he and I found out that somebody we knew actually spread a very nasty rumor about us. Well, let's get to the start of the story. And the person who spread this rumor actually is probably going to be hanging his head in shame when he finds out that both myself and this other person actually know it was him that spread the rumor. Now, what was this rumor? It was actually pretty stupid. It was about something that didn't really happen and did not happen, yet somebody said that did. Now, at the time, I was not seeing anybody. At the time, I was relatively single. At the time, I really didn't give a hoot who I was talking to. So, it was kind of funny that someone would spread a rumor about my former roommate, and the information was totally off. No, I had no interest in my roommate whatsoever. He was just my roommate. That was it. I would never date my roommate. I would pity anyone who did date him, because the poor guy doesn't has enough emotional baggage to hang somebody with. And his emotional baggage is probably a roller coaster ride that, even if Rebecca Perrin was actually to do an animated gif of it, it'd probably look like a really bad roller coaster ride, because it really was a roller coaster ride, because I rode half of it. And that was because I was the shoulder that he cried on. Because his last two girlfriends were a train wreck, to say the least. No. Now, the person who had spread the rumor had said that I actually had an interest in my roommate. That was actually false. Actually, it was really funny when I actually read when I found out who spread that rumor, and I went, why would I actually date my own roommate? Poor guy is pretty much like my little brother. I would never date him. He's like my poor brother, who could probably die in a corner of heart failure, for all I know, and I'd be crying my eyes out because I'm like, no, don't die on me. This is that was the actual rumor. Someone actually thought I actually had an interest in my former roommate, and they were pretty damn off on that one. And that was actually a pretty silly rumor, considering. And even he thought it was ridiculous when I actually told him the truth. Now, the other set of rumors that somebody can spread about me involved an actual friend of mine. Now, I'm not going to name names. He's actually not even the focus of this whole entire thing. But he had said something, and it kind of got taken the wrong way with a few people I knew. And that was actually bad on his part, not mine. Now, the poor guy had told somebody something, and it ended up being the most incorrect information ever. I will tell you that now. His information was so incorrect that even if the rumor mill actually worked at the Colorado anime community, the way it does, even they would find some fault in this information, because None of it was true. In fact, 90% of rumors that are spread about other people are generally not true. In fact, half of it's just stuff people throw together just because so-and-so knows so-and-so. And trust me, I've seen it. One day I was watching this one couple of friends of mine at a convention one year, and somebody had spread the rumor that they were dating. They weren't. In fact, I cleared that rumor up because I kind of knew them, because, one, they were cousins. First cousins at that. They had known each other since childhood, and the only reason they were coming to the convention at all is it was something to do. They live in a small town, and there was nothing to do. So they decided to go to a convention, and because the community was so saturated with rumors, somebody went, oh, so-and-so's dating so-and-so. They weren't. In fact, I just sat there listening to somebody tell me that. I sat there going, that's not true. They're cousins. Why would they date each other? That's weird. And in truth, that was the truth. They weren't dating at all. And when I told them what was going on, aside from a really good laugh, they actually felt very hurt by that rumor, because they felt that I betrayed something, but I didn't. I told them the truth, and they got mad at the person who actually said something. And it was actually somebody that I knew quite well. He didn't know the whole story. He didn't get the whole message. No one ever gets the message when rumors get started. And people who talk about rumors generally don't really realize who they're hurting in the background. There's a reason why I kind of draw the line at times, because I don't talk to people or even have anything to do with them sometimes. Some people actually talk to me and they tell me their stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually interesting. And they'll get run through the ringer because some people will come up with some unscrupulous things. I mean, I had to actually use a secret that a friend of mine told me to actually save their asses. And it was not a very fun secret either. One of my friends, actually, this is no longer a problem to them anymore, actually had to deal with a funeral before coming to a convention. And their grandparent had passed away. The reason why they had not been online for close to a month and a half was because they were getting ready for a funeral. They were getting ready for a lot of stuff, and I just sort of went, okay. Someone asked me a question. I said, sorry, but they're kind of in the middle of something right now and can't really say anything. In fact, they asked me, one person did ask me, and I said, honestly, if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. And I just shut them down and walked away. Sure enough, they found out later that my friend had gone to a funeral and had to deal with the fallout between certain relatives in their family. And that was the whole thing. And I'm not going to name names about that one, because that was actually a pretty bad situation and I really felt angry because a lot of people assumed stuff in the anime community in Colorado that wasn't exactly true. No one deserves to be told this. I mean, the one thing that I also go into is when there was a rumor being spread about me, I was in the middle of actually mourning the loss of my cat. My cat Kurtz had passed away in 2011, and some guy had spread a rumor online using a video of my cat on a now defunct a now old channel that I used to use, Nagi Nayo of Schwartz, and said that I had killed my cat. That I was a Satanist, not a Wiccan. And that really wasn't the truth. And I deleted his comments before he could say anything. And people were getting mad at me for deleting the comments because they wanted to prove and call him out. The truth is, I was actually hurt emotionally and drained. To this day, I still I still cry my eyes out over my cat. So, now then, this is why people think that rumors are... When people spread rumors, it does hurt other people in the end. Kurtz was one of those that I was emotionally hurt when people told me my cat, when he died, was my fault. And to this day, I don't like talking to people. In fact, I don't like talking to anybody regarding that. And seriously, when you spread a rumor that isn't true, and this is one of the things that is going to bite a friend of mine's ass eventually, is some of the information you can spread isn't always the truth. And some of the stuff that you've said in the past hasn't really helped anybody either. So, thanks.